And joining me now with more on the event and its takeaways, our IR Impact editor, Laurie Havelock. Laurie, welcome, and I hope it was a great night.
It was a great night. Yes, the sore heads can attest to that this morning. We had a great time. Thank you.
And you've got an action-packed floor down here, a lot of people here to celebrate. What were the big takeaways and who were the big winners?
Well, that's a good question. The big winner of the night was Duolingo, which is a familiar face to many of us who've been learning languages. They came home with three awards, including the best overall investor relations for a mid-cap firm. Debbie's an old friend of ours. We've been writing about her IR work for years, so it was really good to see her recognized. And Reddit were one of the other big winners. Just a year after their IPO, went away with the Rising Star Award for their investor relations chief, Jesse Rose, which was, again, fantastic to see.
What are some of the things that IR professionals need to navigate in this current environment?
Yeah, that's a great question because what an environment it is at the moment. I think flexibility is probably up there, and agility, being able to respond to events beyond their control, let's say, with speed and grace. The other hallmarks of good IR are always transparency through good times and bad, and probably people skills, being able to manage your investors, your buy side, your sell side contacts easily and well with a smile on your face the whole time, which must be tricky.
Now, what were some of the things that brought this entire community together across different industries and different companies last night?
Well, I think some of those hallmarks are probably things that will resonate for any company of cap size or industry. But really, our favorite thing about the awards is just giving folks an opportunity to meet their fellow IR practitioners. You know, it can be quite a lonely job. You might be in a team of just one or two, and you're always talking to the same people, you're always on the road and traveling, so being able to come together with your fellow professionals is something we love to see. We had some great old friendships reunited. Our two best winners of the best ESG reporting started out their careers together. That's Lynn Tyson and Nina from NASDAQ, and it was really nice to see them share a special moment on stage like that. So yeah, coming together.
Amazing. So probably our viewers are familiar with investor relations in the sense of preparing executives for earnings calls, putting out press releases, material information, things of that nature, particular filings. But it does encapsulate so much more, right? I'm thinking of categories like crisis management. What holistically does IR entail these days?
I mean, so much. Yeah, absolutely. I think having evolved from just this purely regulatory function to something, like you say, that is much more holistic. Some of the categories we have are recognizing folks who are doing amazing things with social media, with video. AI, of course, is a massive topic these days, whether that's using it to slim down the amount of time and effort you're having to put into prepping for earnings or prepping for the tricky questions that investors are going to come to you with, or producing whole new reams of content. For us as a publisher, it's a similar space, and I'm sure for you guys it's similar. You've got to keep up with the rate of change. But it's become so much more. They've got to be content makers primarily, not just communications professionals.
And you see that does impact the health of the overall company.
Totally, yeah. I mean, there's lots of studies that show that best-in-class investor relations, best-in-class corporate governance leads to better returns, a more accurate stock price. So, yeah, some of our practitioners last night are people who are delivering value for their company day in, day out, and that's what we like to recognize.
Laurie Havelock, it's great to have you on the show. I see a lot of smiling faces down here, so I think people had a lot of fun last night at the IR Impact Awards, and we're happy to host you here at the New York Stock Exchange, both for the opening bell and, of course, here on NYSE TV Live. Thank you.